Hello everyone, it's Jade and welcome back to a speed build on the channel. So I'm going to try and do my best to get more speed builds out, but a lot of the time, a lot of my speed builds kind of naturally, oh my god, my phone, every time these days, naturally come from building homes for like my current households. That's when I get like really buildy, because I'm personalizing the house to that family, which is so fun. And like my family's got like a style, like if they're like kind of like corporate businessy, we'll go for like a futuristic home, not futuristic, what am I saying, like a more modern home. Whereas like if it's more like a gardening, like, you know, chill country family, this is where we go. So previously I have built what was called Country in Brindleton, I think I did, which was going to be the house for my family dynamics generation 1, but I had a moment where I wasn't able to save up enough money to move into that house, and like our family is getting like way too big. We've just popped out 2 kids, so we've got a total of 3 and we've only got a 2-bedroom place, so that's going to be a lot of you know, making it work. So I was like, look, let's try build another house. Let's build it cheaper and then maybe we can move into the other house eventually. This isn't actually too far off like cost from the other house. I think I was like behind about 10 grand, which I had to save up again, which over time I could have gotten there, but I just really wanted to kind of move in now. So you'll notice a lot of like similarities, like I use the same benches. Those benches are like pretty much my favorite. The only thing I wish I could change is the color of the curtains, because like they're purple, which is cute and I love it, but I wish it was like more customizable, like if it was more of like a plain color so it matches a lot of stuff. And I had to go with I forget what pack it's from, Sal, you know what I mean, the one where you go treasure hunting. Oh my god, Salvadorian. I tried, guys, but that's really good for like the kitchenware as well. So I use the top cupboards for that to kind of match into the bottom. But I spent so long on this house trying to map out the layout, just because I know I didn't want to try it. I tried my best not to do the same kind of layout. And if things jump around a bit, it's because I cut out so much, because originally the bedroom was on the other side of the house and I was going to have it over there. Weirdly enough, this layout reminds me slightly of my 100 Baby Generation 2 house, because I had like the mum's wing on one end and then the kids wing on the other end, which is kind of what ends up happening here. Like we have the bedroom, the lounge room, the kitchen. We've got 2 bathrooms on that side of the house, so like a universal bathroom and then the bathroom for mum and dad. And then on the other side of the house we have like a study, a bathroom, 2 bedrooms and another bathroom, which is going to be like the laundry. But I did leave a space there, so if I did want to have a 3rd bedroom for the kids, then it's there, because I'm still undecided if we're going to have 4 kids, but I'm thinking I do want a 4th girl if it works. But obviously I'm not going to try change it. If it's a boy, it's a boy. If it's a girl, it's a girl. Please don't be twins again. Holy good lord, that's just not the vibe. More that I'm having a moment where in The Sims 3 we're doing the daycare and we're also popping out lots of kids for our generations. So I have 3 toddlers in that, and now I've got a child and 2 babies, which will be 2 toddlers, and then I think I'm gonna get her pregnant again, but we have to get her married soon as well. So there's just so much lovely stuff happening in this LP and I'm having a lot of fun. So I'm absolutely super excited about that. And I am so excited to have 2 twin boys. It's been a while since I had twin boys, and I think I'm not even sure if it was the last time, but I think I had twin boys in my seasons. I know I had that in university and we had 2 twin boys, but I'm really excited. I love having twins just because it like increases my number of children instantly and I don't have to stress too much about like, you know, getting them pregnant again, going through the pregnancy again. But I really love that little door from Cats and Dogs. I think it's meant to be used for like the vet clinic, and there's a version of it that has like pictures on it. But I think like the textures of what came with pets is so nice. I think some of the coloring is a little bit, like I remember a lot of stuff is like mint, like that really bright mint, which I kind of hate. But I'll love it if I ever do the Not So Berry again. And then there's that light blue, there's a deeper blue, but I really love the like chestnut, and they put the wood grains into it, which is so nice. So that's like almost one of my favorite woods to put around as well. So I appreciate a lot of the textures in the game that have that look. Do you know that, you know what was the saddest thing? This video took me, again, you know, if you're used to my channel, you know the building takes me forever. And especially if it's for my Sims, like a family that I'm playing, I'm so much more particular about it, and like I'm so like weirdly obsessive over the coloring in the house. It's ridiculous. Like I won't have a specific bed because it doesn't like match the kind of aura of the house. It's ridiculous. I'm ridiculous. I've also just like sidetracked myself from what I was talking about. Oh my god, where was I going with that? My obsessive coloring? No, I've forgotten. We're gonna have to come back to that one later. I downloaded some CC toddler beds. As you can see, I really hope they're functional. I haven't actually tested them yet, but I'm so kind of tired of the lack of toddler beds that we have in the game. Like we have toddler beds, but they're not nice. Does that make sense? Even like the wood one that we have in the game, like I really would resist against using that. And then you've got like the race car one, like the alien one. I don't know, it's just it's cute. It was cute when it came out, but like I want something more like modern, like I don't know, pastel-y. And my dog is just really grinding my gears a little bit. She just loves to bark when I try to record. She hasn't been barking all day, and then she just comes out with this. But we love her because she's our little fur baby, and she is not as painful as she is most of the time. She's a big cutie. Speaking of dogs, I put a dog teddy in here. Wow. That transition, guys, was so smooth. Oh my god. I actually really liked making the boys' room in here. I really like greens and blues for boys, and I just love like them a lot in my households in general. If you haven't noticed, it's always like a dusty kind of blue and like a limey kind of green, like a, what is it? It's just like that really kind of bright yellowy green. I don't know what it is. I just think it's so pretty at the moment. It's just my favorite color actually. And I'm really proud of myself with this build because I tried to use more colors, because like I said earlier, I usually have like this palette of colors that I'll use throughout the house. And I tried a lot to kind of add different colors into the kids' room. Like I did obviously kind of match her bed with the drawers and the drawers with the drawers in her room. But it's just, I was trying, look, I'm very complimentary. Oh my god. Also, this bed in the master bedroom, I could not decide on it. It is also CC, but I couldn't pick a bed. And then the bed that I was thinking was the previous bed that we had. And then I realized that it was a $3,000 bed. And I was just like, this is where we can cut down costs, guys. Let's get a cheaper bed. But I wanted one that also still matched the country vibe, but still kind of, I feel like my build is like modern country because it's not like traditional, if that makes sense. Like we've got the really big open windows instead of the smaller windows with the big curtains, and we have a lot of like sophisticated lanterns, and like we have the worn away floors, but we have like in the worn away drawers, but it's still like very modern. Does that make sense? I'm probably going a little bit overboard. I think it's modern country, right? Me whatsoever trying to explain what kind of style I'm building in a house, because I don't really know too much about like types of styles. So I'm not a style queen. I wear the same like t-shirt every day because it's a comfy tee and I live alone and no one sees me anyway. Exposing myself. Oh my god, wow. I just felt like RuPaul on Drag Race, which is like reveal yourself. Anyway, you can tell I've been watching Drag Race. Also, that's something I've noticed a lot, is that when I'm watching series while also getting all my recording done, I usually adapt something from that series into what I'm doing. Like I know that in the 100 Baby Challenge I'm naming a lot of kids after shows that I'm watching, because like it'll just come to my head the most recent stuff that I've transitioned through, which is kind of funny. Also putting this, why do I keep using also as my like, you know, let's move on to the next thing. It's better than I guess. Oh no, I did it. I really love the little study room that I made, and here's me trying to add like a little bit of that clutter back in. But our study room is so cute, and I like the desk that we have and the like greenery. We've got the, I forgot what that machine's called, the fabricator, which is going to be Greg's machine because he's going to be using it for work. He's also going to use it to build some stuff inside the house. I think it's only fair that we incorporate some of his build. With the backyard, oh, I hate that I'm saying so much. With the backyard, I was a bit like lost because this is a bigger lot than the house across the road, which is the one that I was going to move them into. It's a lot bigger, so I didn't know what to necessarily do with the backyard because the house is like smaller. It's not small, yeah, it is. I think, yeah, it's a bit smaller. So the other house took up so much space, and so the backyard was quite small, and it's easy to fit a lot in there, just like moving it all around. But with this, I was a bit, I don't know, a bit lost. See how I've like cut off half of like a whole strip down the side, and I've just left it as like, well, I was gonna say complimentary background, but like it just has like filler space, so it's just got trees and shrubs on that side, and I can always expand out when we decide we want a bigger house, or we need to add some more kids in, or a granny flat at the back because the kids have taken over the house. But I thought that would be a lot nicer, and I love what I'm doing with the fence here. I really like the green of these shrubs and not the normal hedges, so that's why I kind of went a bit crazy with this. I was a little bit worried about the costs for the family, to be honest, if I could afford it, because doing that was a lot more expensive than just putting a shrub down. But somehow I made this cheaper than the other house that I made, and I'm not too sure how I did that, but it's worked out. And I'm not even mad, because I feel like this is so much cuter and there's so much more space for us to expand. And I don't know, I wouldn't say it's cuter, but I tried to even do different styles, you know? We've got our chook pen still, and I've put it in like a little, like it has more space instead of just being at the backyard, like, you know what I mean? And maybe if down the track we do want to do cows, that could maybe be a thing. But I think I just liked the idea of the big backyard for kids so that we have lots of play space and we can, you know, there's room for activities. So that was my kind of idea going forward there. But I can honestly say that cottage living has been like a really big part of what I love in this game. So I love like the minimalist kind of, not minimalist in a sense, but like self-sustainability. So like you're growing your own crops, you know, it goes into the fridge. The simple living trait I really love. You can get eggs, it's more pets that you can build relationships with and love, and I think that's so nice. So I really appreciate that it's all in here, and we get to experience that in this game. So I can't be mad about the fact that we started here for our family dynamics. I'm not even sure what our second generation dips into. I mean, we're pretty far away because I've still got to complete lots of gold dinners, I think at least 1 or 2 more, and then we have to possibly have 1 more baby, we have to get married, live happily ever after, all those fun crazy things. And I tried to do my best with a lot of the terrain painting because I know it adds a lot of dimension and a bit more like realness to it. It doesn't look so like plastic in a sense, if you know what I mean. Also, me saying if you know what I mean a lot now is gonna be crazy. I've picked it up from someone and, oh, see that quick sudden change? So I actually moved the family into the household so I can bring across all of our stuff from the other household. We could afford it, and we also had another 6 grand, which I used. I can't even remember what I added to it, not gonna lie. Oh my god, I think I just added some stuff around the backyard. Not really a lot, so it kind of just like disappeared, and the laundry literally only has the washing machine in there. Quite embarrassing, but that's kind of all we had money for, and I didn't want to make a big thing about it. Yeah, I think we spent oh no, here it is. Cool, this is where I spent the rest of our money. So like doing a bit more decor and decorating, so like carpets, and we bought a computer because I took the computer out because I was worried it was going to be a bit too expensive, and we weren't necessarily meant to spend a lot of time. Yeah, I think that was pretty expensive as well. And just kind of doing a lot of filler stuff. So a lot of like end tables. I know that's more for like house design, but I think, you know, if we pretend, it'll be his like planning board for his furniture. And then I made this for our little hallway, but the room across from that, the empty open room, can possibly change into a room. Or I'm not sure what I'm gonna make it, but maybe like for the kids, like an activity room. And I also wanted to put across the eco-ness, because we're going to be trying really hard for that with this generation as well. So I thought I might tie it in. But yeah, so I'll be leaving it here for today, guys. I hope you guys are having a really good day, and I will talk to you guys super soon. Bye.